Okay, good evening, everyone. All shapes and sizes. Okay, here we go. Hello. Testing. All right, good evening, everyone. All shapes and sizes, episode 6. I am your host, Disco Dex, and I have a new co-host with me this evening. Grogu. It's pronounced Grogu, right? Grogu. Grogu. Nod. Give me a yes or no nod. Give me up and down. Give me some type of response. Let me know that, huh? Did you say something? Okay. You don't have those headphones on right. You can hear me though? All right. Guys, we have a new co-host. S.TV has been fired. You heard me correctly. He's been fired. Don't know where he's at. He stood us up. We had to go a different direction. So we got Grogu's the name. You might know Grogu from his Disney series, The Mandalorian. He is Baby Yoda, as he was referred to. And he's actually joined us. He decided to accept an offer that was extended to him to participate and be the co-host of All Shapes and Sizes podcast. So, once again, episode 6, Disco Dex, I'm your host and your co-host, Mr. Grogu the Great. All right, I think I seen a head nod there, so we're going to go with that as an acknowledgement of the name, right? There we go. Man of little words, but he does a lot. So you'll hear him. I'm going to pitch some questions to you, okay? Just answer natural, organic. We want it as organic as possible. Whatever comes to your head, let it out. You know? So let's start here. Have you done any Christmas shopping? This is when you say, you respond. Okay. So how about I start? I've done some Christmas shopping. So went to Walmart, madhouse in there. I'm one of those last minute Christmas shoppers. I don't know about you. I'm a last minute person. Some years I'm ahead of time. Some years I'm going ham and ahead of time I'm running to the stores and grabbing stuff. This is one of them years where I'm in the last minute, not really doing too much shopping. You know, kids. I'm geared towards the kids, so I'm doing a couple things there. I'm grabbing everything, throwing it in. Just throwing everything in there. We're going to shake out, see what goes back. Probably nothing. Send it off. So that's what I did. But look at this. Let me show you guys something. If you know about this, let me know. Grugo, let me know if you heard. Kellogg's has a cereal called The Elf on the Shelf. What the hell is this? You know anything about this? We're going to do a taste test. So I'm going to get you a little tiny bowl, and I'm going to do a bowl. We're going to try this out. Vanilla candy cane cookies with marshmallows. This shit looks just like sugar food. Diabetes foot. This look like on the way to the hospital as soon as you have a bowl. But we're going to try it out. So we're going to see about that. All right. What else? Oh. Question for you. Grogu. I'm going to call you G-Man. How about that? I can't get your name right. So can I call you G the Great? OG the Great? Because you have that Jedi ability. You're really old, right? You're really like an old, young type of baby, old man type of thing happening, right? If I'm following the story correctly, you and Yoda and all your type of people, y'all like some real old dudes, but you like the baby of the old dudes, so you ain't got all the little Yoda hair and all the gray stuff yet. And y'all don't think y'all even have too much hair because y'all come out like old, right? I'm not dissing you, so you ain't got to stare me down like that, cuz. You see this dude, he like stared at me like crazy. No, real talk. All jokes aside. So you have that Jedi ability, right? That mind, Jedi power. Don't be using it on me right now. I don't know what the hell you're doing, but you ain't saying shit. All right, anyway. Question. What's your thoughts in regards to Santa Claus? Huh? Santa Claus, Saint Nick. That figure that they put out there every time this year to celebrate Christmas. How do you feel about Santa Claus or Mr. Saint Nick? I can tell you how I feel, but I'll let you go first. Are we doing this again? So I'll go first, since we're doing this again. I think Saint Nick is actually a pedophile. That's my take. Santa's a pedophile. I know no other old white guy that likes to have kids sit on his lap to give them gifts and buy them little things. Yeah. And those elves, not talking about you, though you do favor an elf, but not saying that you've been through this because I don't know your business and I don't want to go there. But those elves seem like a whole bunch of abused young kids. Something to think about, y'all. Are we celebrating a holiday and dressing up some of us as this individual that's no more than a pedophile? Wanting little kids to sit on his lap, tell him his secrets so he can buy them little gifts, so he can slide down the chimney late at night, eat the cookies, drink the milk, whatever else he's doing. Then, hold on. Then when he gets caught, pay attention, y'all. This is deep. Google, OG, pay attention. What's the first thing he says to the kids when the kids catch him in the house? Shh. Don't tell your parents. All traits of a pedophile. Talk to me. Talk to me. You got to be more vocal. When that's.TV, when Steve is here, he's more vocal. You got to give me, we got to vibe off each other. You got to give me something. You know? Kind of like doing nothing, man. You're not saying nothing. I'm out here struggling. Trying to keep this alive by myself. Hold on. Let me check out something. Hold on. I think we got somebody breaking in. Hold on one second. You walking right into it. All right, we live right now. Okay. Yeah, so Mr. S.TV just walked in the building. He on the phone. He late. Grogu.
This is
gonna have to get you out of here. He ain't too talkative. We was trying to replace you, but
see. That's why he didn't pick up the call. I wasn't late.
We got the guy.
He wasn't trying to open up the door.
So
that's what happened.
Don't know what he's talking about.
Yo, leave Baby Yoda alone, man.
We're gonna have to move him out here. He was terrible. He's terrible.
I'll move him, don't worry.
No, I got this guy. He's terrible. He put the headphones on all wrong and everything. I don't know what he was doing. See? So we gotta move him out the way. Oh, man. All right. So back at it.
We in full effect. The mic on. Yeah.
So Mr. S.TV finally arrived.
Oh, man.
Uh,
Y'all wild.
Mr. Grogu
What
going
up,
to
what
sit
up,
over
what
here
up,
with
what
me.
up, what up? Am I even in focus properly?
Yeah.
I'm not as tall as Grogu.
Yeah, but you know, it's going to have to do.
I'm not as tall as Grogu.
Am I on still?
Yeah, you still working.
All right, then I'm still on.
working.
That's good. All right.
Still working.
All right, so once again, as you guys already know, we kicked off the show already. And I'm going to revisit the topic since you just joined.
What topic was that?
This is Christmas shopping.
Yep.
And I tried to have that conversation with Grogu, but he wasn't as responsive. He didn't really engage with me.
He
So
just lost his surrogate father, man. Leave him alone, bro.
I don't
He
know.
had to go somewhere with Luke. I don't
Okay.
even know if you know about that.
No, don't spoil it for me. I didn't watch the most latest one.
What?
No,
What?
I haven't seen. I seen the last one I
Off the
seen
chain,
was
boy. Off the chain.
the last episodes when he went to the planet, had to they wanted him to kill a black Jedi Knight girl, and she the one who told him the name, his real name. Remember the?
Oh, yeah, you talking about...
That's the last one I
you
seen.
talking about
Don't tell me. Yeah,
Yeah.
I haven't seen any since that
Oh,
one.
it's only 2 more episodes and it's
All right,
done.
I'm gonna catch up fast.
Yeah, you need to catch
All
up.
right.
Yo, and later on, there's some shows we gotta talk about.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. Matter of fact, I got a show on here so we can segue into that
That's okay.
that you want to talk about. So this is what I was trying to talk to the young man about, the young little green guy that gave me nothing back.
Yeah, Grogu.
Christmas shopping.
Yeah.
Have you done any?
Yeah.
You been to the stores?
Yeah, some.
Man, I ran to a couple stores
Did a lot
today.
of online shopping.
I didn't do any online shopping.
You know what happened? I was trying to do all my shopping online. And then because of, COVID and everybody's probably doing the same thing, we couldn't really even get, certain things weren't going to make it on time. So I had to hit the streets to try and get it,
Yeah.
So
what did you get online? Hold on. Matter of fact, this will be released by Christmas time. So you can put it out there.
No. I'll give you an example. I ordered something off of ordered some sneakers for my daughter.
Okay.
And with a bunch of other stuff. But you know how sometimes when stuff is on back order, they tell you, oh, okay, this part of your order's been shipped and that part of your order's been shipped.
Yeah.
So it was getting close down to the time. It came around like Friday and it was like, yo, we out of stock. So, we're going to cut that receipt in half, what you paid, So I'm like, so I had to go look. So I go out there and look. And I find it and I bring it home. The very next day, I get something in an email saying, oh, it's been shipped. I'm like, so what I'm doing?
Is it a free return?
I'll keep it.
Oh, what's it's your that? Hey, there it is.
Yeah.
I do that sometimes.
Yeah.
Get two, might as well keep both.
That's it.
So this is where I want to go with the conversation, right?
Okay.
I ran to the store. I was throwing stuff in. I was telling that guy he wasn't really listening, but I'm a last minute shopper at times.
Mm-hmm.
Some years I'm ahead of time. This time I'm behind. Anyway,
Always.
I had a conversation with this guy, and this is what I was talking to him about before you came in. Where do you, Saint Nick, Santa Claus,
Okay.
what is he to you?
Intruder.
What else?
He's an intruder. He's an old fat white man. What they got to do?
And what does he do?
He's a pedophile.
Ah! You guys, did I not just say that before he walked through the door? Did I not? I said the same thing. I said he's a pedophile.
Do you know the?
Hold on, you guys. I just want you guys to understand this. With this show, all shapes and sizes, we don't script jack. Nothing that you see on here is scripted. None of the skits, none of the conversation. It is what it is. We don't rehearse nothing.
There's an old fat white man that comes down your chimney and he likes little kids to sit on his lap and for a gift.
Did I not say all this stuff, guys?
For a gift.
And what else does he do?
Break it down.
Listen to this. I just mentioned this a minute ago. What does he do when he comes down the chimney late at night and the little kids catch him?
Run away? Oh, he told him to shh.
Don't tell your parents. Yo, is that not the sign of a pedophile? Come on now.
What was I watching about Santa Claus? I think it might have been on the Joe Rogan show, and they were breaking down how, what that comes from, what Santa Claus actually comes from.
A pedophile that people used to like.
Yeah,
that got caught.
No,
or didn't get caught.
It was something else. It was something else. Oh man, We'll come back.
We'll come back to that.
I can't remember it, but it had to do with some history and some religious history, and how something used to get delivered to homes, and then it was like a prohibition type of deal, and how they used to sneak in was they would come in through the.
That's bullshit. That's covering up for the pedophile. I'm sticking with the pedophile story.
I'm just telling you what's out there. It don't matter to me because Santa Claus ain't never come to my.
There it is.
I was never taught to really like Santa Claus, so
trust no white man coming through your door. Matter of fact, no black man. Don't trust anybody coming through your chimney late at night.
I always knew that.
Burglar.
I always knew who got the gifts in my house.
There we go. So look. So when I'm at the store, I saw this.
Yeah.
Elf on the Shelf Christmas cereal. What the hell is this? Kellogg's Elf on the Shelf Christmas cereal. I've never seen this before, ever in my life.
All it is Apple Jacks.
This is candy cane cookies. This is supposed to taste like cookies and candy cane.
Yeah, but all it is Apple Jacks.
You think
with
so?
With a different flavor. That's all it is. They're just capitalizing off of the thing.
Doesn't it look like diabetes? Diabetes? Doesn't it look like... What the hell?
That's what they do. They capitalize off of the holidays.
Next question.
Yeah.
So when I'm in the store, I asked this young lady, I said, hey, what the hell is this? They just make some generic cereal? She said, no. Elf on the Shelf is the thing now. She said there's some superpowers or some magical powers that this elf has that the little kids don't let nobody touch your elf because he got magical powers. They can take him.
I don't know about that.
Some wild stuff.
Black people on the internet, what's your superpowers?
Oh, we're going to go there next. You see what I put? You see the thing I said out there?
No, I ain't see it. But
Okay.
We've been in my house talking
Listen.
about it.
Doesn't this? So I want to go somewhere. Doesn't look? You guys take a look at this elf. Is it me? Or doesn't this motherfucker look scary?
I don't know.
Does he look friendly? Does he look somewhat creepy?
I don't know, because you grew up watching Chucky.
Oh, maybe you might be right. You might be right.
He looked like he looked like the little Chucky doll, except he got a comb on his head.
Oh man.
You know what I mean?
So hold on. Let's go to the black people with superpowers.
Okay.
There's this kid I follow on IG, right?
Yeah.
He's an internet comedian. He reminds me of Bernie Mac. He's a young boy. You know the dude I'm talking about.
Maybe.
He kind of talks like Bernie Mac, dark skin, funny dude.
Okay.
They got this little thing on there. I'm gonna pull it up. I'm gonna post it, you guys. I'll add it to this video. He's on there. It's him and two of his boys. One boy flies away fast. They all got capes on.
Mm-hmm.
So they're doing a whole little sketch. He does fire. He got fire. The other one runs real fast, lightning fast. The other one can fly.
Yeah.
And then somebody comes up and interview and he's like, yeah, what? He's like, yeah, we got powers now. He's like, yeah. He's like, okay. All y'all back in the day with the slavery, so we always say it. He's like, we ain't saying nothing. But if you was good to us back in the day, you good. But if not, yo, the sketch comedy is so funny. It's like, yeah, wait, watch, y'all. Watch, we gonna get it in. Was that what you were referring to?
I don't know. My kid, yeah, probably.
That's probably what they talk about.
The
It's going off like crazy.
The kids kept asking me like, yo, what would be your superpowers? And I know something big on Twitter right now. So it's like, yo, what superpowers would you have?
What superpower would you have?
It would be something mental.
I knew you was gonna go there.
It'd be something mental.
Mind control.
Yeah, Professor X.
Mind control.
See that type of deal.
Know what?
You know what I mean? Like,
know which one I would have? It's actually off of a movie I saw. It's not really. It wasn't a superpower in the movie, but I would probably make it my superpower. Did you see the movie Limitless?
Yeah. That's what
Somebody take the little pills and you can see the future slowing down. That would be mine.
Yeah, I think
you won't need them. It doesn't matter after that.
Yeah, I don't need to be
because you're think about it, you're always gonna be like 50 million steps ahead, so you always dodging bullets.
That's what they asked me. I said it have to be some type of mind power.
I agree.
Like that. My intelligence is my currency, so that's what I like.
So staying with the Christmas thing for a minute. Google, my man OG.
Yeah.
That was the thing last year, wasn't it? Remember they wasn't releasing
Grogu,
whatever his name is.
It was Baby Yoda.
But remember they wasn't really releasing what was the main thing that was coming out of this whole Star Wars thing, because they was like holding up for the Dow to be something that was so crazy. Did that sell like crazy last Christmas?
I think so. I think it did. I think Grogu was the Star Wars thing at least.
He ain't flying off the shelf this year.
Because he's not new anymore.
I thought he was still the shit.
Yeah, he's still the shit, but he's not new anymore. You've had a year and some change.
You had a year, son. Talk to him. Talk to him.
This
This dude said you had a year.
Yeah,
yo, he's talking about you, son.
Grogu.
He said you had a whole year to do something, and you ain't really did nothing.
Yo, Grogu. That's how I call him.
Yeah.
Yo, Grogu. Listen, hey, it's been 2 years. You on season 2, bro.
What's
you
good?
had 2 seasons of you. You know what I mean? You still gonna sell. That's a fact.
But
you still gonna
you
sell.
take it backstage to what? What's the toy? What's the toy this year?
The toy's gonna be this year because COVID ain't really. Yeah, I mean, movies haven't been out like that. So,
girl, gonna put you back here.
I don't know what the new toy gonna be this year.
Yeah, I haven't heard of what's the new craze of this year. Only thing I can say is possibly the new craze is PS5.
Yeah.
I haven't heard anything other than that.
No, you won't. You won't.
Yeah, I can't think of. For dolls, I know Barbie Chelsea dolls. He's like, yo, Barbie now has different versions of Barbie dolls. You got the regular Barbie. No, I'm saying different. Let's say this. I'm not talking about different Barbie dolls. I'm talking about different versions. I mean, like versions. I'm talking about like you got the regular Barbie. Then there's like a little teenage Barbie Chelsea. Then there's like a little 5-year-old kid Barbie, little tiny Barbie or something. And they look different. They're not built like the same Barbie structures. They're like different.
We still buying our kids dolls?
Yeah, I got grandkids, yes. Yes, to answer your question. Damn it, she said she wanted. She's getting it.
Barbie dolls, though?
Yeah.
Okay.
But hold on, but you know what I did?
Okay.
You know me.
I don't know
I'm getting
it.
I'm telling you what I'm doing. I had a problem with this too. So it was a black one there, right? But it was like a weird tone black. I had a problem with that. Now, there was another one that's a regular tone black, but it was like a weird tone dark, weird tone with it. But it wasn't even like a dark, silky, sexy chocolate. It was lighter than a
ashy.
Dark. It was like an ashy. That's what it was. I had a problem with that. It wasn't dark. If it would have been straight dark, darker the berry, sweeter the juice, and nice and shiny like silky skin, like, you know what I mean, like Africans are. Perfect. It was like a weird dull color. I was like, why are they making this little weird dull? It wasn't really even dark. It was kind of like a mixture of not really like a cocoa, like a weird cocoa ashy color. I had a problem with that. But I did buy her this doll that looked, I brought her one of the black ones and one of the ones that looked Spanish. Because as you know, my granddaughters are both black and Hispanic.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I wouldn't.
West Indian, black, African, mixture, and Hispanic.
Yeah.
So I got them to mix up.
I'm not into the doll giving.
But the problem I had with this is, I know you're not into the doll giving, but this is the problem I had. And I guess it's something that around Christmas time, it becomes more visual or in your face when you start to shop. And if you are shopping for these type of toys, when you go and look in those aisles and you see a sea of just white dolls, every type of toy that's out there is white.
Yeah.
And you know this is society, but then when you see a lot of even the new products and a sea of white ones and no diversity. I've seen a couple of these things, they had none. I'm talking about, I didn't see any other ethnicity amongst these particular dolls, and I was like, damn. It's just in your face all the time.
Yeah, but people don't care.
They don't care.
They don't care. So that's why I think like over the last, 15, 20 years, the type of content that our kids absorb is not the same anymore, right? So you sat down, like I always say that kids who grew up in the 80s, you TV babies,
blocking
right?
homeboy? Sorry.
You TV babies, right? Like, Grogu, you wouldn't understand this, but you TV babies. You sat down, you watched TV, you didn't even move. Commercials came on, you watched the commercials. That's how you knew what toys you wanted. That's how you knew what X, Y, and Z.
Yeah, what was popping, what was coming out.
And those toys, a lot of times.
Damn it. You know what? Keep talking. We're going to have to woo.
A lot of those times, those.
I just thought about something.
What's that? A lot of the times, those cartoons, obviously the toys mimic the cartoons, right? So you watch, if you were a girl, you watch She-Ra or Care Bears or something to that effect, right? You watch these shows, and then when you go, those are the things you go out and buy. But then look at what the kids started growing up watching, like in the 2000s and up to now, like Barney and Teletubby, and there was no real shows that would make a kid say, I want a Barbie doll. I want a Barbie doll. No, I want Barney, or I want a Teletubby, or I want... What they were watching is something different because the cartoons themselves started to become more diversified.
Yeah.
Right? And not specific to a race or specific to... They were more inclusive.
They was inclusive.
They were more inclusive. So I guess because my kids grew up in that type of... just like Barbie doll. No. Like I bought my daughter dolls in doll houses and stuff like that. Yo, I got a dollhouse that was bigger than her than when I bought it. She played with it like one time. Played with it like one time. And it's sitting up in my attic to this day. To this day. The thing costs
That's not good.
The thing costs like $250.
Now, I'm going to watch how I pivot off of that into something different.
Yeah.
Don't ask me how I'm going to bring this, how this connection is.
Don't matter.
But I'm going to bring it. This is my thought. You don't really see a lot of these minority dolls and things, right? Things that reflect or mirror us, right?
In the stores.
In the stores,
you
right?
Can purchase them.
No, yeah, I'm saying, but in
you
the
can find
stores,
them
right?
If you're looking for them.
But look at this. Gangs.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really knock gangs. I knock what gangs are doing.
What's the difference?
I'm going to tell you.
I'm
going to tell you.
What's the difference?
I don't knock gangs, but I knock what gangs are doing. To me, gangs should have evolved. And I think I remember this, and we might have to research this, but I thought I saw this last year.
Evolved or get back to their roots?
Both. Evolve and get back to their roots. So last year, I could have swore I saw something that Big Mike posted out there. Okay. And it might be his product. Or he might be affiliated with it, but it was something like some soda or some juice that was out there that was like some Crip and Blood product. It was a product by the Crips and the Bloods.
Okay.
It was something like that. And I think this is what, and correct me if I'm wrong. Anybody put in the comments if you have more information on this. I didn't, remembering something from a year ago. But I think he was actually pushing out that Big Mike was saying the power that these gangs and these organizations actually have and how people gravitate towards that gang life, and even these young white suburban kids or whoever it is, use that power to sell products, to do certain things.
Cripocola?
That's it right there. So,
Okay.
So my thought is this. If these gangs...
$50. That must be a wholesale price. That better be a wholesale price. That better be a wholesale price.
So think about this. If these gangs come together on these organizations and work as an organization, understanding that we got this much influence. Let's stick with the Crips and the Bloods for a minute. Yep, that's it. There it is.
Yeah. Look at the price. $50. A bottle.
So listen. So let's say this.
It must be like a souvenir piece or something.
Possibly. So let's say this, because I think it might have went out of stock. So it might be something like, if you last bit of the inventory, that's what you get. I'm assuming.
All right.
So let's say this. If they start saying, hey, listen, people follow us in what we do. Let's invest in this particular product. Put it under our label. Everybody want to run out and buy it like crazy. Let's invest in these dolls. Let's invest in, this stock or whatever it is. Using your power as your gang. Your gang follow. Gang, right?
Most industries, like...
But you see what I'm saying?
Fashion is doing that.
There we go.
No, fashion is eating off of them.
Oh, that's my point. There we go. They're capitalizing off of your movement.
When you see Nike release Jordans that are all red and then turn around and release Jordans that are all blue.
Oh, let's go even further than that. When you see Nikes, they got that little Nike low top, little meltdown one that has the actual bandana pattern on it.
Yeah, but
that came out to the stores. It was the bandana pattern that was on Nike.com.
Yeah, and then they had to take them down or something like that.
Oh, they did?
But if you've paid attention, they ensure that with whatever version sneaker that they come out with something that's red, they automatically come out with something blue.
Wow,
and I ain't even
peeped that.
And I don't mean just like just a color scheme of a sneaker that's like red, white, and black or something like that. I mean, yeah. You have your Jordan, like a Jordan 4, which is gray, black, red, right? Well, then you'll come out with the exact same pair with gray, black, and blue. Then you'll come out with an all red pair, right? Premium, and turn around and then do an all blue pair months later
Wow.
That's also premium, and they sell out.
Pay
and
attention.
I always said to myself,
Pay attention.
because I always realized, like, yo, why they sell out so quick? They sell out so quick. Well, that's why they sell out so quick.
Nike
right?
on that gang.
They sell out so quick because it's all red. Well, you walking around, and then when you watch, if you see the videos and you see the YouTube stuff and the Instagram, you see who's wearing the all red joints and blah blah blah. And then when the blues come out, you see who's rocking all the blue. So it's like,
So Nike. So in other
you
words,
can't tell me they're ignorant to it.
So pay attention, y'all. I fully agree.
You
Pay
can't
attention.
tell me they're ignorant to it. So
They're capitalizing off of you guys. Capitalize off of yourself. They're understanding that Crips and Bloods is no longer a West Coast thing. That's down south. That's East Coast. That's any and everywhere you go. So if y'all ganging up and clicking up that particular way, hey, make money off of it. You know what I'm saying? Make those organizations or that unity or that brotherhood that you got,
or
flip
maybe
the
there's
script.
somebody in position who's just like, yo, I know what sells, and I'm gonna tell you what sells.
But
you need to
but
do
regardless,
this.
the company's following.
I mean, the company's eating, and then
The
maybe
company's
somebody,
eating.
somebody is
Come on,
clearly
y'all.
capitalizing.
Come
off
on,
of
come
it.
on, y'all. Formula, matter of fact,
Always.
LLC, Crips and Bloods, man, register them companies, man.
And I don't mean
Register them gangs,
and-
man.
and
Get some
just,
money off of
again, to be clear, we're not talking about like red like
Yeah.
a sneaker that has red in it
No,
or blue
we
in it. I'm
talking
talking
about-
like all
yeah,
blue,
we talking
all
about
red. You
the
know what I
straight
mean?
colorway is
Yeah.
suede, all suede,
I
blue,
think
Jordan 12s.
Don C had some he had some tools that
The
he
tools,
had,
the all blue ones.
the all blue ones, but they also had all red ones. They also had all
I ain't
red
see the all
ones.
red ones. I know the all blue ones was crack.
Yeah,
Oh,
but you
man.
who you think bought those?
Cuz. Cuz.
You know what I'm saying?
Everybody that's cuz brought
Right.
those.
So that's my point.
So shout out all the Bloods and Crips. You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying shout out not from a negative standpoint. I ain't talking about all the fuckery or anything like that. I'm talking about the positive brotherhood that's actually there. That just needs to be nurtured and evolved and go back to, like Steve said, to the roots. Because if y'all, we'll go on another, we'll touch that on another episode. We'll go back to the origin of these gangs.
Yeah.
Where the Crips really came from and how the Bloods were formed after the Crips and what was their reason to being formed. And then we'll go all the way back so people can understand even Chirac and the foundation of gangs there that actually led to the Crips and the Bloods. Because a lot of people don't understand. Chicago ain't following L.A.
Mm-hmm.
Chicago started this gang stuff. It started, the origin of this stuff, to my understanding, is Chicago. And those
Well,
individuals
the
left there. And
individuals,
that's
where
where
the-
you get the Crips from. That
where
was
the-
originally,
Where the individuals were from.
yeah.
Right.
So that gang life in Chicago is mad real. And it was, and even back then, it was structure. But because when we do that episode, we'll talk about what they actually did to Chicago. We're knocking down the projects, taking out all the leaders of the gangs that actually controlled and had that leadership over them and keeping people in line, and what that did to where things are at right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then baby soldiers right there just needing that structure. Anyway, so question. I think we talked about this. Did you see the TV show that came out? It might have been earlier this year. It might have been post-COVID. It might have been the end of last year or earlier this year.
Okay.
Black as Fuck.
Yeah, that's my shit.
One of the best shows out there. Can't wait till season 2 comes. Some people wasn't feeling it when it dropped.
Is the season 2 coming?
It better come. We don't have to talk. We have to
It's
call
been a
them.
minute.
So for those that aren't familiar with Black as Fuck, what's it called? Black AF. It might be on TV as Black AF. I think that's the acronyms that they go with. This is the director or the writer for the TV show Blackish.
Yep.
So he has his own show. And it's kind of like what the writer or the director or creator of Seinfeld did. Curb Your Enthusiasm, which is another one of my shows. You know what I'm saying?
where he
Which
was a
they
writer
basically,
and he was a
writer
writer
created
for
a show, and
Seinfeld.
now
Yep,
he
did his own thing.
did his own thing with his life, which is almost like his real life
Yep.
as who he is. Yo, when I say the same way I love the TV show Curb Your Enthusiasm,
Remember the
I feel this
conversation
show the
we
same
had?
way.
Remember the conversation we had about Juneteenth?
yeah.
That show,
Yeah, we talked about it. Yeah,
Yep.
we did.
Black as Fuck is, or Black AF, right? Is the show one of the reasons why I was saying like, yo, Juneteenth is being more promoted now. So you have something where somebody's talking about something. So you say, remember, because your opinion was like, yo, I've been knew about Juneteenth, and we used to celebrate it back in the day and whatever. But a lot of young people don't know.
I agree.
They don't.
So
and shows like that help promote it.
Then
it gets on Twitter, and then everybody's talking about it. Prior to the 4th of July or anything coming up, and that's all you see on Twitter. Like, I don't celebrate 4th of July. We celebrate Juneteenth.
So let me say this. So I agree with you there. And the point I was getting at is that I don't see more of it actually happening now
in terms of people actually celebrating it.
Yeah, for it actually taking effect. But I do agree that the message is being put out there more on these different platforms. So I do agree going forward, we might see more of it.
I think people only know how to celebrate that time of the year one way.
Yeah.
Fireworks.
Yeah, and I think, and that's the point I'm saying. I haven't seen it really evolve into, we heard about it, now we actually doing it. And I think possibly to your point,
for the gatherings that you're having,
to make
sure
that's the
talking
title
about Juneteenth. Yep.
And to your point, I think part of the problem is that show came out, they pushed it, but they couldn't capitalize on it because COVID hit the very next year. Maybe. So I think you got a good point there. I think we might have seen more of that.
Maybe, but that's my show.
This year.
I think it touches on a lot of different topics. And even it caused a lot of controversy where people was like, yo, they're not really feeling it. They didn't like how the wife and the kids were light skinned. And it's like, or the wife herself has always played a white woman in all the movies she's ever been in.
Oh, all her movies she was?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
She's been in a lot of movies.
She's been in a lot of movies. I didn't realize she always played the white woman.
She always passed as white.
This is what I loved about the show,
but then
which
she comes on here, she plays black.
This is and I love how she do it. She's killing it. This is what I loved about the show.
She's half white, half black.
Yeah. So, but listen, but some of them play it like you like, She play it like they come across as organic and as real as possible. Yeah. But this is what I really love about the show, because the show pushes it pushes the envelope. Yeah. And one of the topics that they had on there that I think some people didn't like was, and for you guys that seen the show, definitely put in the comments. When they had the episode where the parents went to the concert and the daughter was at the concert, the parents was high, the daughter was high, you know what I mean, was using drugs, and they did something that was, in today's time, somewhat reality, but taboo. People don't want to talk about it or admit to it. Parents be using drugs, smoking a little weed or whatever they might be doing, and the kids be doing it, and sometimes the parents know what the kids are doing.
Smoke, drink.
And sometimes they know the kids smoke, drink.
Yeah.
But to put it out there on TV, sometimes people look at it as like, you shouldn't. But it's the real.
I think
my take on it is real. Is real. Let's talk about it. You got a problem with it? Let's talk about it.
We're in a climate that's more able to handle something like that on TV. Like we talked about before about how TV was back in the day and the different type of writers, and you felt like there was more creativity. That conversation, right? But a lot of those shows were vanilla. They fit a certain mold. There's things that would never be done, things that are happening in regular shows today that would never be done in those shows back in the day.
So
I mean, that's just a sign of the times. It's not.
I agree with that.
It has nothing to do with the creativity piece. It just is. It's a sign of the times. So Blackish is something that it's out. It's also on Netflix, right? Because you don't have to deal with
all that political nonsense,
all that network TV
NBC
nonsense.
And all that. Yeah, it was. You know what I'm saying?
We could just put this out here and
you got to select it, because it becomes you selected to watch this versus it was already running on the TV and your kids happen to see it. You clicked on it, and I think
I watched it with my kids.
Yeah, me too. So even though my kids are older, but I think part of that change and that evolving of television is that British and English type of uncensored stuff that they do over there in their television. They've been doing that for years.
Yeah, but
but I'm just saying those shows been going like that for years, and a lot of those shows we started seeing, and they started seeing a lot of the U.S. people gravitating towards that type of uncensored raw.
I think
and it was real. We do fake shit.
I think we
just being honest.
I think we are I think like just as a people we can watch a television show and be like, oh, that's great, but that's not how my household looks, right? So yeah, the stuff that might seem wild, it seems wild for TV,
but it's real.
It's real.
It's like,
you know what I mean, like it's
that's not what really happens.
Like, all right, let me ask you a question, right? Raising your kids, did you tell them
beatings?
Did you tell them they couldn't cuss?
I thought you were talking about beatings.
Did you tell them they couldn't cuss?
Hell yeah, they know they better not cuss around me.
Wait. Did you tell them they couldn't cuss, or did you tell them they got to be respectful?
I told them they better not curse around me.
And that's my, but You know, but look at, but you know why you said that?
Because I know they might get out there and they might need to use
ain't
those
no-
words
it
to
ain't-
express
it ain't-
themselves, and
it
I'm not
ain't-
stopping them
there's
if
no
they
might.
need to use those words to
There's
express
There's
themselves
no might.
on another
There's
platform.
There's no might.
They gotta be able to use
To
it.
tell a kid not to cuss is ridiculous,
Yeah,
right? It's ridiculous. Like
Yeah,
I
I
always
agree.
told my kids, be respectful.
yes,
Don't cuss around me. Don't cuss around your mother. Don't cuss
Yeah.
around older people. Have respect for the situation. There's a time and
Yeah.
place for everything. That's one. Two, if you can't express yourself, right?
Mhm.
That like cussing in your vocabulary should be a last resort.
yes,
Dad, you cuss all the time. Yeah, I get excited, right? But I also know that I can verbalize what I need to say without using a curse word.
yes.
So before you start thinking you could just run off at the mouth at cussing and stuff like that, build your vocabulary. My point being is, it's not just like, I'm not afraid to sit down and watch things or have conversations with my kids that other people deem they're not ready
yeah.
for, or they're not old enough for, and TV is not going to raise my kids. So
Love it,
at the
love
end of the day, when you say, "Oh,
Hold on,
they
one
shouldn't
second.
be watching that,"
Listen to that. Say it again. Say it
TV's
again.
not going to raise my kids.
Yes.
Yeah, well,
That's extremely important. I just want to make sure that's emphasized, only because people, to your point, I think this is where you're going with it. I think this is what you're getting at, is that people will stay away from certain things or conversations with their kids and don't want to bring it up or have it, and they're going to see it on TV.
yeah,
They're going to hear it out in the streets.
yeah.
So have those conversations with them, expose them to
and-
it, so
and
you can control how they
And don't
consume
get
the
me wrong.
content or get the
Don't get me
information.
wrong. I'm not saying that the kids don't. When I say TV is not going to raise my kids, it also means that what they see on TV also isn't going to shape, right? So it's not like there might be something on TV that no, you can't watch that. Like that's not in my house,
Yeah.
right? And then, but it ain't just a no. It's this is why.
Yes.
Right? This
another
is why.
Jew. Another
This
Jew.
is why, right?
Before you go any further,
Yeah.
focus on this Jew, you guys. You just don't say no. You got to give them a reason why.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Whatever information you give, especially to the youth, give them a reason behind it. You know what I'm saying? It helps.
in the long run.
Yeah.
It helps in the long run.
But it goes back to another point you said before when you were actually saying, I think you were doing it with Steve, when they run these little deals with you or bets.
Yeah.
Hey, because it keeps them sharp. Because I think in your example before, you was like, I told him this, and he came back and
the
said, I
worst
won.
thing-
You said, hey, you said $5. I gave you a hand $5. You ain't say $5.
Right.
So it
The
teaches
worst
them
thing
to.
you could do to me as a kid was if I asked a question to tell me because I said so.
Yeah.
Because if I'm asking why, I'm not like you might think.
Even though at times I go there.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? I get
Yeah.
it. But it's like if I'm telling me if I'm a child and you're telling me to go to bed and I'm like, why? Because I said so. Your ass in bed,
Yeah.
right?
But if it's something of some substance.
If it's something like I don't understand why I have to go to school today. I don't want to go to school today. I don't want to go. You got to go because I'm telling you got to go. I don't want to go. Like when I say I don't want to go as a child, I'm really mean like I don't want to go.
Mm-hmm.
So there must be a reason why I don't want to go. So somebody should be delving in as to why I don't want to go.
Yeah.
So that they can tell me why I need to go or why I should go. You understand? I'm just giving that as an example, but that's my point. Like, worst thing you can do, because now I'm like, telling me why gives me a purpose, right? The purpose isn't just because you said so. And what are you teaching me to be? A follower?
Yeah. There we go.
Right? Go ahead.
So, on social media, it might have started last week.
Yeah.
But I definitely know it was taking place over the weekend. I think it might have been last week when I first watched the first episode. DJ Academics, right? For those that are familiar with DJ Academics, he's a internet podcaster, show host.
I think everybody knows who Academics
so
is.
Academic is, right?
Yeah.
So Academics has been getting into it with Meek Mills.
Yep.
So they has this new app out there called Clubhouse that they all happen to be on.
Mm-hmm.
He was on there. Tory Lanez, 21 Savage, Meek Mills, and Academics were on there. So they're talking. They're going back and forth. You know, they kind of voicing their gripes with Academics, and he's saying his part. Now, a lot of stuff with Academics I don't like, right? But the points he was making on here, because to me, Academics help to exploit the Chicago scene in a way that wasn't shedding light on it for a positive. It was more feeding the fire, feeding with the fuck. Yeah,
all that
so all of that.
Yep.
But we understand this, right? So they were talking about yeah, you do this, you do that. But he was bringing up some good points. So I guess him and Meek, and the problem so this is where I'm going to go with it. Because if y'all want to go and find all about that, you're going to find about it.
It's Meek's fault.
The problem is this is what Meek did. This is where Meek, bro, you looked like a fool on there. And I'm going to tell you this is why Meek looked like a fool. And I rock with Meek. Love his artwork, body of work as music. This is what Meek did wrong. First of all, do not beef with social media stars. They have the platform. You know when they make the saying, the internet is 1,000,001, the internet doesn't lose? This is what should happen when you got these dudes when they got their own platform. You can't go at them like that because they right on the next day blasting you. But then you can't beef with or confront or beef with these guys that are somewhat journalists. Because Academics, though you might not like what he says, he's honest, he's true, and he's data driven. So he's going to go back to facts. So Meek is saying stuff out there like no, this is what he did. I'm going to tell you. You got to watch it. He went off on facts.
I watched it, and I'm going to tell you what he did.
Okay, so this is what he did. Meek said that he made a statement. He said, no, I didn't make it. You can go anywhere and check on my post. I didn't say that. I commented on somebody else. I didn't post anything. He said Meek said he posted something. He said, no, I didn't post it. He said, this is what I did. He went back and kind of brought up situations that I guess Meek's people wanted him to post stuff and this, that, and third here. So he was saying just the factual stuff. You know, he always say, I'm not punk. Hey, you keep saying this and that, third here. I've been here all these days. You haven't seen me here. Meek was misquoting certain things. Then Meek, so when he asked Meek a question and said, hey, but you just lied about that. Hold on, we can't just pass it because let's go past that. He said, no, we can't go past that. You just made a lie. So then Meek said, well, what about, and brushed it off and went to something different. Then Meek, this is what you celebrities got to do too. Meek, bro, stop throwing your money out there. Because he man, you know, I make this type of money and you on this scale. And the dude Academic, these social media dudes they get in the bag too. So now you got this dude, now you got Academics feeling a particular way. He's going to start revealing and talk about how much money he makes and where he lives at and stuff like this. So now Academics is showing you that he make a little bit of cash out there and he got millions as well. Mm-hmm. So then that battle becomes, now you don't even look like you're supposed to look, Meek, because you're talking about the bag and to some degree you're balancing out or you're leveling out there. So now you can't beef with him in regards to that. You can't talk about you wanting to see him because he already said, I'm a punk. I don't like to fight. But then he turned around and said, yo, you ain't going to keep talking this way. Yo, you know where I live at. Come see me now. Now what you going to do, Meek? Now he flipped the script on Meek to the point where he said, yo, y'all know where I was working at in New York 24/7 every day, 5 days a week. So I was coming out there. Y'all ain't never approached me. You keep talking about you trying to get me. Yo, come see me. So this little punk has now, because don't forget Meek, he's a little yard man too. So Academic got a little fire in him. Might be a little punk as he calls himself. But my problem with Meek is this. When you beef against these little social media guys, they have nothing to lose. They have no image. He's saying when a person gives, it's like Eminem and Black and 8 Mile. When Eminem came on stage and said, hey, I know you're going to say, I'm a white guy, da-da-da-da-da-da. Then they basically taking all your ammunition and saying, I know you're going to say this. Now what? To me, I think Meek and that whole nonsense, he looked bad at the end of it. And then put like 4 or 5 videos out still talking junk.
I agree
I'm
with
like,
you.
oh my God, Meek, you're looking bad.
I agree with you, but I look at it a different way.
How do you look at it?
I look at it a different way. I absolutely agree with your conclusion. Meek, you're stupid for even getting into an argument with Academic because Academic the way you would handle it, you already know that's not the.
Well, you can't even handle it that way.
He can't. He's not gonna handle. No, but hear what I'm saying. You know the way you would handle it, and you know you can't handle that way with him. So it's no point in getting into an argument with him, right?
You lose it
because he's going to pull a 6ix9ine. That's what he's going to do. He's going to do it in public, knowing that it's all on record.
But hold on. But on
That's
top
what
of
he's
it,
going to
but
do.
hold on. But on top of it,
That's
you're
his
pushing. But think about it,
protection.
and you're pushing the button. And he's not even pushing the button. He's like, "Oh, you want to push that button? I'm gonna call you bluff because I know you can't do nothing, and you're not gonna do nothing."
No, but that's my point.
But I know. But I'm saying what makes
That's
it
why
even
I
worse
said
is
why.
that
No, but that's why I said why even go at him like that, because it's all on
foolishness.
You're only you're talking to him on.
Come
record.
on, Meek. You gotta
Now
know better.
watch.
Come on.
You gonna see 6 months from now, a year from now, something to that effect. Academic is gonna get robbed, punched in the face, something like that. And
That's bound to happen anyway.
Right, but it'll probably be because of something like this.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So whereas Academic is thinking my popularity and everything being public is my safety net, it's not. It is for the moment.
But you know what? Them
It's
dudes
for
don't
the
keep.
moment.
Dudes like Academics, they ain't not caring about getting punched in the face. They ain't caring about that. Because at the end of the day, the bottom line is this: if Meek's
They
not
gonna
doing
make
the
the
thing, but
money.
no, on top of that, hold on. And then if Meek's not doing it, then like he even said, Academic already says, like, "What you gonna send your goons after me? Come see me. You come see me." Now you're faced with a situation that now you got to keep it real because you done said already what you would do. You see what I'm saying? That's why you don't get into it with them type of dudes, man. It makes no sense.
And he's gonna eat off of it, and he's gonna make
Ack
400
is smart.
blogs
Shout out to
about it.
Academics too.
He is smart.
Shout out to
but I
Meek and
think- But I still
Academics.
think he's a sucker too.
Oh yeah, you know he. Hold on, you ain't got to think that he said it.
Yeah, no,
I
but
can
it's
tell you.
But I really do feel that way, and I feel like you're goading something that you know, and it's like, yo, you're taking advantage of it. This is why I never liked 6ix9ine. You understand what I'm saying? I never liked 6ix9ine. It wasn't just because of your music. It was because, like, yo, you lack a level of respect that if you didn't have a certain level of popularity, you would never be talking like that.
But you know that's what it's about. But see that, but you know what? Not this. I don't know the facts on this, but you know they said the same thing about Meek.
What?
Dudes out here saying Meek ain't even really about that. That ain't what they have. So I don't know. I don't know the half.
No, but Meek is
I'm not speaking on.
But
You
Meek
mean?
is not running around here talking about I'm untouchable. Meek ain't running around here talking about like, yo, I go to any hood I want to and I do what the hell I want to do. And he's not doing that. So whether you really in the streets,
You talking about the 6ix9ine nonsense?
I'm talking about 6ix9ine, but I'm saying that
that little
Academic,
boy, wow.
Academic in a similar way understands that what kept 6ix9ine where he was the fact that everything he did was in public. He didn't hide anything. So if you did something to this man, if he's in Chicago or he's in Houston and he's talking about like, yo, I'm untouchable, nobody can't touch me, Prince, you can't touch me,
man.
X, Y, and Z, and then something happens to him, who the cops going to first?
Oh, you already know that.
Right.
Hold on, but that's the reason why it's foolish.
But
But hold on. But in Chicago, he tried that nonsense. He jumped in that van fast, and 6ix9ine was out there because Chicago. Listen, Chicago, they don't care about that. They don't care about that.
But again,
don't think Prince won't get you touched.
you got shit. Meek, you just got You look at it from any angle. If I'm Academic, you just got out of jail.
Yeah.
You just got out of jail, a couple years ago, whatever.
Talking about
it
Meek,
is.
right?
Yep.
Meek
You
just
just got out of jail. What you trying to do? What you really trying to do?
And listen, and that's what he
you
based.
really
Hold
trying
on.
to
He
do?
was even saying. I think Academic even said that thing. You just got it. What is you really gonna do? So what the thing is this. Meek was saying things thinking, my opinion, my words gonna put fear in him. Academics like, wait, hold on, what you just gotta, what did you gonna do? Then really do it.
No.
So he kind of flipped it on Meek like,
but I think
oh, you think your words gonna go there? Oh, now I'm gonna call you on it.
I think it did put fear in him, and that's why he did what he did.
I don't think it did.
I do.
No, listen. I'm gonna tell you this. Listen. So I've been following Academic for a minute.
I do.
Let me tell you this. If Academic is sitting in his little room playing his little games, if he's not fearing them Chicago dudes, he's not fearing Meek at all. Them Chicago dudes was on him. Listen, he's not fearing Meek. He's fearing them Chicago, them Chirac dudes more than Meek because them dudes don't care about nothing. He wasn't going none of them places. He's not even going to Philly.
No, but
he's not going there with Meek at.
But that's my point. My point being is you're no longer in New York. You see the talk.
No, he was going back and forth New York all the time during this stuff.
Yeah, but who?
When Meek, hold on, with the threats with Meek, per what he was saying, when all that stuff, when Meek was saying all that stuff, he was going back and forth to New York, and Meek knew exactly where he was. Ain't do jack. I guarantee if them Chicago dudes knew, and that was somewhere back and forth there, Mac wouldn't even went.
But that's my point. I don't like you. That's the part I don't understand. You're still Academic.
Mm-hmm.
Who was going? You talking about when I was going back and forth from New York? Nobody was doing nothing. You knew where I was at. Why am I coming to your job? Why am I? Yo, do we not know hip hop history? Do we not know how many people got locked and got over from the mid '90s to the 2000s? The type of stuff that was happening outside of Hot 97 and
okay, so let me bring somewhere else.
Tupac and Biggie. Let me bring somewhere else. G-Unit and The Game. We don't remember all of that.
Listen. He told Academic he has his address.
Okay.
So he said, "You got my address? Then what? You ain't show up on my door. You keep throwing these threats out there. You got my address, so what?" He said on the show, he's like, "Yo, I know your address. I can send my young bulls there." He's like, "You got my address. You ain't send nobody." That's you see what I'm saying? I'm saying when you make statements. Listen, the point I'm getting is this: when you are somebody like me, can you make a statement like, "Man, I got your address"? Man, that's like to me. That's like, don't pull out the gun if you ain't gonna use it. You don't say stuff like that, bro. Because all I do gonna say, "You got my address. Then what? Come see me." Like Academic went online saying,
but I don't
"Come
think
see me."
I don't think he went on. But that my point being is he didn't say come see me on a level like, yo, I'm with the shits. He said come see me because you know it's all public and he's not gonna do it.
No, but he was drunk, fired, talking. We know he drunk, talking nonsense, saying come see me, like he with it.
But my point, I don't think so.
He was drunk. No, you got to go watch it. Listen, I showed you the episode. He drunk online, fired up, talking about come see me, talking about getting a fair one, fighting all this stuff. Academic talking about a whole bunch of bullshit.
He ain't gonna do that.
But but hold on, we know that. But see, the point I'm saying is that you as that person, Meek, you can't engage with a person on no word nonsense. What for?
No, I agree.
Because you can't take action on it.
I agree with that.
So at the end of the day, the optics is all that matters to the audience. Is that Academic came back and said this? What did Meek do? The audience don't care if Academic's a punk or not.
But that's my point.
The audience want to just see something clash.
Yeah,
people want to see chaos.
I think it's stupid on Meek part, and I think
it's
sucking shit on Academic part. That's why.
Well, we know. To me, I think it's Academic is Academic. I ain't even go. It ain't sucker because Academic. He called himself a sucker, so I can't even say a sucker stuff because you got to be here
because he's quick to use the words like I'm a civilian. He's quick to use shit like that.
He says he's a sucker. He say he don't want to smoke. He quick to say all that.
Yo, that's why I'm just like.
So hold on. So that brings me somewhere different, right?
That's why people like, yo, stop playing with this dude.
Listen,
Stop,
that's what you gotta leave below.
Light, man. Stop playing with him.
So that brings me here. Did you see Drink Champs with Pharrell on there?
No, I didn't get a chance to watch.
All right, so let me tell you. So I caught a little clip of it. I haven't watched the whole episode. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Nori and the whole Drink Champs squad. Mm-hmm. Pharrell, love that show. So Pharrell's on there, right? Mm-hmm. They got a bit with him talking about, and we're going to go somewhere with this. Okay. He said, yo, Pharrell said, listen, everybody plays a part and plays a role in this thing. I know my role. I know my part. You come to me and tell me something and you doing this, I'm like, yo, don't do that because I'm snitching. Pharrell, like, yo, I'm snitching. I'm not me. That's not me. I'm not the thug. I'm not that guy. Everybody's a different guy. I'm the guy I'm snitching. I'm out. I'm snitching. He said they was at the Hit Factory, I think in Miami in the hood. And he said some shooting in the parking lot. And I guess some girl came in and like, yeah, I'm about to leave. They're shooting in the parking lot. He like, yeah, what you mean you about to leave? He said, you think an Uber gonna pull up and get you in the middle of all this shooting? He said, yo, I'm staying here. I'm staying here. I got the feds on hot dog. No, Pharrell kept it as real as possible. He's like, yo, I'm snitching. He said, everybody has a role. Those that are gangster and they do that, that's their role. Me, I'm the guy that's going to snitch. So if you want to do something, don't tell me.
Right.
Because if you tell me, I'm going to let you know I'm going to snitch and say, hey, I told you don't tell me I'm snitching. Yo,
don't live by those
Pharrell
rules.
had me holler.
You don't live by those rules.
Yeah. So when it comes, that's what Dory said. Yeah, hey, you civilian, you don't live by those rules.
Yep.
So it goes to this. Because we had this conversation before.
We have.
So when it goes to rules, right? And let's break it down a little bit deeper because this is how me and you went, right?
Yeah, because we had this was 6ix9ine conversation.
Yeah, so we're going to go somewhere different with it. We're going to pass that little surface snitching. We're going to bust down the definition of snitching because we feel that a lot of people have it misunderstood what snitching is, and they've redefined it. Some people have redefined what snitching is.
Yep.
So my understanding, the way I grew up and the way I was raised, snitching is when you're engaged in a crime that you get caught for, and to get lesser time or no time, you're snitching or ratting out or telling on your Cody or another person that was engaged in a crime to get less time. That's what I've always knew snitching to be. But it seems like times have changed, and what they did was somewhat empower that word to mean that if you're talking
to the police, period,
about anything that you're snitching.
Yep.
You could be a civilian on the street. Miss Barbara could see this kid, Bobby Mitchell, shoot the little girl, Sarah. If she tells the police, then she's snitching. That's not snitching. I don't even think it's snitching if let's say, let's go somewhere different. Let's take it from an old lady. Let's say
I got one.
I
got one. You get caught.
Yep.
Doing some dirt.
Mm-hmm.
And you inform the police about another situation that have nothing to do with you.
Oh yeah.
That's snitching. Right?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah, that's snitching.
Okay.
Snitching out the gate.
So
anytime that you are benefiting from telling on somebody, to me is what's snitching.
Weren't?
So that's
what
where
if
you're
somebody who what if
that's
you're
where I was
somebody
gonna go.
What if you're somebody in the life where like you out here in these streets and that same scenario you saw Bobby shoot John,
yep,
right, trying to break into his house, and then you tell the police,
yep,
is that snitching?
Yeah. So that's why I was gonna go with it. Okay. Perfect example. Now I give you a true story.
Okay.
Cousin Bub.
Yep.
God rest his soul.
Yep.
Cousin Bub got shot, right? He got murdered.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody else got shot at the same time, right? My man Chuck. Go to court. Now, they were together when the person shot. They both got shot. My cousin passed away.
Mm-hmm.
He has to go to court and say that, yeah, that the guy shot me and he shot my man.
Mm-hmm.
Is that snitching? He wasn't being charged with a crime at the time. He didn't do anything wrong at the time. Regardless if he's in the street and whatever this and third here, whatever might be allegedly a story behind him, is that snitching? This when it becomes, do we keep it real? Why do you call it snitching?
It's snitching because
why?
If you are in that life and you are telling on somebody else, that's what it is. Did I say anything that was wrong with
I disagree.
I didn't put a caveat on it to say whether or not there was something wrong with that.
I disagree.
I just said
I disagree.
You got to,
and not saying that's anything that I would do. I'm just telling you the definition. I disagree because I look at it
based
this way.
on the definition that you gave.
Yeah, so I disagree because to me, my definition, once again, my definition is you are informing on somebody to get lesser time. So in that situation, he wasn't snitching to me.
So
he wasn't informing on nobody to get no lesser time.
So is this?
He was no more than just innocent bystander at that time.
But that's the same situation as It's the same situation.
Make sure you guys put in the comments what your thoughts in regards to snitching.
That's the same situation with what's the name that died? Nipsey and his boy.
What happened? I didn't even know.
Same thing.
Somebody else was there.
He got on the stand to say who did it.
Yeah,
and they said he was a snitch.
See, but that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking they're changing it up. Let me tell you. Now this is what I do believe. I do believe that it is not honorable when you live in a certain lifestyle and you're involved in that and you part of that and that's where you come from. That's why I said, yeah, I wouldn't do it because I do believe that when you're involved in there and you move in that particular way, whether right or wrong, you handle things and you move a particular way in there.
I think that's why people call
correct.
In
but
that scenario, that's why they would say.
But see what?
But I ain't mad. I can't say that I'm mad at that.
But I'm saying that to me, I think is you can say, that ain't how you handle it, versus saying he's snitching. To me, that's not snitching. That's just not how you handle it. To me, there's two different things there. You handle it differently when you're from that lifestyle. You're bred that particular way. You're engaging in those type of things there. You're moving in a particular direction.
Right.
You handle things a particular way.
And if you're not, there's okay. So that's the part that.
But that's why I think it.
Yeah, but that's the part that I'm talking about. If you're not living that life, say I'm not living that life, but my man is, and it happens to him, and I got to get on the stand and say like, yo, okay, that's something totally different. But if I'm in a life just the same as him, I can understand why somebody would call me a snitch.
Yeah,
I understand that.
No,
because it's not just to your point, it may not be the way that you're supposed to handle it.
Correct.
If that's the life you live in. But I can't tell you wrong for calling him a snitch if that's the code y'all live by.
But what I'm saying is I don't think the word is being used correctly. I don't think by definition he's a snitch. Okay. Now you might look at him as being, yo, we can't mess with him. Why? Because he ain't about this life, or he whatever. He did some unhonorable stuff and he ain't living in a code. I call it you ain't living by the street code. Mm-hmm. That's what I call it. He ain't living by the street code. But I don't call it snitching. Because from what I've known it to be, snitching is telling on somebody to get lesser time.
I get it.
So that's all. So y'all
I get it.
Put in the comments what y'all definition of snitching is.
Yeah, I think it's definitely changed over the years.
Yeah, and that's what I think it evolved.
I think it has evolved, but again, I think it evolves with however the lifestyle evolves as well. Especially with a gang lifestyle, right? Yeah. You think about LA. LA is like, if you are a gang affiliated while committing a crime, they tack on more time. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? They tacking on more time.
Yeah, you getting ahead with that old Rico.
So now, if
that's
you understand
everywhere.
what I'm saying?
That's everywhere.
Right, but my point being is because of that, and I'm not even talking about Rico. I'm just saying being knowing
just gang affiliated.
You're gang affiliated. You get more time.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So knowing that, now it's like, yo, you in that lifestyle, and whether you just snitching on somebody, like okay, I'll give you another example. Belly, right?
Classic hood movie for those that haven't seen it. DMX,
Sincere, DMX, and
Premier,
Tommy and Sincere, Nas and DMX. They rolling through the hood. Where were they at? Cincinnati or whatever it is. My man, you know what I'm saying? My man from South Central, not South Central. Yeah, whatever.
Dime on them niggas.
Right. He not snitching?
Yeah. Huh?
He not snitching? He
that was a good one.
He wasn't in a situation where he's looking for less time.
He dropped a dime on him. Okay.
That's like that's kind of where it is. That's like
he was ratting. There we go. It's ratting. That's the definition.
Okay.
If you saying something and you not involved, you're ratting.
Okay.
I'm separating the two.
Okay.
Ratting is when you just up there. Snitching.
I think there's plenty of people who ain't.
They rats. They rats out here because the rats is out there. They just running around scrambling.
Hey.
Anybody that tells on a crime and you and it ain't got nothing to do with you and it ain't for lesser time, you just talking to talk. You out there ratting.
Ain't got no time for no grasses.
Probably.
Because they snakes in the grass. They
so
just say short for grasses. Yeah,
so I want to go somewhere. I want to go back to the one of our weekly visit topics, COVID. The COVID vaccine. This past week, they had a nurse on TV
I saw it.
in Tennessee.
I saw it.
Getting a shot of the vaccine in her arm.
Yeah.
After she's speaking in the camera, talking about the effects of it, feeling kind of lightheaded, and then she drops and passes out.
Okay.
I already told you I ain't mess with that vaccine, but how bad is that? Now we got a few cases.
It's bad optics, but
hold on. Did you see the other video with the doctor getting the shot in his arm and people saying that there was nothing inside the vial? There was nothing in there.
How'd that sound? You can't shoot somebody. You can't put air in people's. You can't do that. You'll kill them.
But did it even go in? Did anything go in? I don't know. You know they got these fake needles. I don't know. I'm just saying. I didn't see the video. I just see the little.
They said Biden just took it. Obama took it. All right. So I want to get back to this nurse thing, right?
Yeah.
I want to get back to this nurse thing.
She was like,
she just took a shot. She just took a shot.
Woo woo.
You don't know if she has. You don't. And I'm just being devil's advocate.
Yes.
You don't know if she has an issue with speaking publicly. You don't know if getting that shot, she was lightheaded afterwards, and she had to stand. So some people can't. Do you know that some people can't take the pricks?
Yes,
to their body? They can't take the pricks itself does something to them.
I get that. But my thing
Okay.
is this. You're not vetting that. You a doctor. You know this going on national TV. You ain't vetting out who's taking these shots to make sure they don't
That's local.
any allergic reaction,
It
do
was-
needle scare you,
but it
do you
was a
fall
lo-
out,
but
do you
it was-
da-da-da-da.
it was a local-
Local or not. You don't think they vetting those people out? This is they going on TV. You don't think they going saying
Yeah, but what
nurse.
I'm saying is, well, how do you may not know that. That's my point. That's all
Who-
I'm saying.
You saying the recipient, the nurse
Yeah,
might know that
no,
she's going to react this way.
Yeah, the nurse may not know that. She just got the shot. Now she's standing
Nah,
up in
I
front of bright
disagree.
lights and whatever. She's nervous. You don't know how that's affecting her. My
Nah,
point
I gotta
be-
disagree.
Of course you're gonna disagree.
No,
I,
but no, let's
I
run-
just had this conversation with my
Well, listen,
barber,
listen to
right?
this premise. Listen to this premise I'm disagreeing on.
Yeah.
When they're going through class, they have to get shots. They have to do all this stuff. Administering needles, they have to go through all of these different things and similar stuff when just becoming a nurse. There's no way you're going to tell me that nurse on
But then-
camera,
Okay, but
oh my God, a needle
no,
shot me.
no,
No,
look-
man, she knows this already.
But what I'm saying is you don't know, right? So administering, taking shots may not be the issue. Having to take the shot, get up in front of the lights and speak may all have caused that. That is possible. Now, you may not think that's the case, of course. And I just had this conversation with my barber, and I'm like, yo, I feel like we're, as a people, we're between a rock and a hard place because we're ignorant to
rock and a needle.
right? We're ignorant to so much shit. We're so susceptible to be led in either direction. Don't take the virus or take the virus.
The virus
I mean, or whatever. You get what
Nah.
I'm saying? Whether to take the
Vaccine.
the vaccine or not take the vaccine, we don't know, and we're quick to be whatever conspiracy theory is out there. We quick to jump on it with no facts.
Okay, question.
With no facts, and I'm like, yo,
The
I don't care which
the
way
Tuskegee
you.
experiment.
I don't care which way you lean. Please come with some
Tuskegee
facts.
experiment.
What about it? What about it?
Did we know better then?
I'm sorry. Was it Tuskegee? Was it a vaccine
I'm just saying, no,
administered to all black people, all people?
Not all, but a group.
Okay, yeah, they definitely
And they did
experimented
some
on us.
bullshit.
Yes, they absolutely.
You don't
did.
think there's a possibility that they're experimenting on us now with this vaccine that hasn't been fully tested to say, hey, let's just put it out there and experiment, see what happened with the first couple 100,000 people we inject, and
What
then we'll tweak it as we go.
No, what I'm saying is I don't think you wager your life on suspecting. I say do your research. That's all I'm saying.
What research?
Do whatever research you can to understand about the vaccine. Whether you want to take it or not, I don't care whether you take it or not.
But what I'm saying, what information is out there on the vaccine? When you say do your research on the vaccine, this is a new vaccine that's out there. I don't think is not even that much literature out there. It hasn't been tested. You can't even research. You can't even research.
So then, if that is your reason for not taking it,
Hello.
then fine. But I
That's
don't.
my reason.
Okay, but that's not what you wanted to jump up here and talk about. You want to jump up here and talk about
I'm
as if the
saying that
vaccine is
might-
doing something. Is they experimenting on us? That is my point. My point is
might
we
be one and the
leaning-
same.
Okay.
If they
I'm-
haven't
yo, I'm
researched
not-
it long
yo,
enough, we
hey,
might be that
listen,
first wave of the next.
listen.
We might be that experimental
I'm
group.
not. I'm not. That's not. I'm not.
Are you
doing
taking
that.
it?
I'm not. No, I'm not taking it.
Why not?
And I'm not taking it because I don't know. They did it too quickly for me. That's how I feel.
That's the point I'm getting at.
But
So you don't think that's out? You don't think you don't think that they know they did it too fast and that this possibly might be the first wave of the guinea pigs?
Okay, well, first of all, I'm not into vaccines anyway. I don't take flu vaccines. I don't take none of that stuff, right? So, and I have no need. For me, I don't feel like I have a need to rush out and take something that I don't have enough evidence of how it affects other people and stuff like that. That is me, right? But my point being is I'm not out here also peddling that, the vaccine might actually be them giving you the virus, or the vaccine might be the reason why you're about to die, or like, come on,
So I
man,
don't.
we gotta
I don't
stop that.
Okay,
man.
so I
We gotta
don't.
stop that.
So I agree with that part. I'm
We
not
gotta
going. I'm
stop.
not going to go that far with it, but I am going to say that I do feel that this vaccine is being administered without being tested as much as it possibly should for duration.
And maybe-
and I think that it's round one to, hey, this is what we got. Let's see if it works. Guinea pigs, get ready.
Yeah, like I said, my thing is everybody was rushing. Every company was rushing
To develop something.
and then you
Yeah,
had
I was
one
trying to buy
company
stocks based
who was
off of
saying
that.
that's what's going on, right? So but that also starts to play the equation. So you're telling me that you have a vaccine that you think is going to be ready, but you're not sure if it makes you immune to the disease or for forever or for a short period of time. Then you got another one over here that's like, okay, well, it needs to be refrigerated, so we got to buy all this. We got to buy all this area to build these warehouses so we can refrigerate the vaccine and keep the vaccine. But then they come out, this other company comes out over here saying we have the same vaccine, but it doesn't need to be refrigerated. It's like, yo, there's a lot going on. So for me,
why don't y'all come together, mix y'all vaccines together?
Right. So for me, it comes down to, okay.
I wonder if somebody's doing that. Taking all these different vaccines and mixing them together and seeing what they can get out of it.
My point being is I don't eat on either side. I'm not just going to jump out there and take it, but I'm not also going to just jump out there and say like, yo, this is a whole conspiracy theory in X, Y, and Z. I don't have enough evidence on either side, and I'm not gonna. And I watch a lot of shows, and they out here saying, "Yo, don't take the vaccine." Like, yo, they was trying to give you COVID by shoving the stuff up your nose, and you know what I'm saying. Like, I watched this one show.
I told you that.
Yeah, I know you said that, but I watched this one show where a doctor who was in Israel. You know how these random shows be on YouTube, but they was talking to you. She was like, you know, they don't tell you to just you and this guitar. They don't tell you that you just you cover your nose. They tell you to cover your mouth too, right? This is a doctor, supposedly a doctor saying this, right? And she says, well, if they're telling you to cover your mouth, then that means that the COVID is in your saliva. So if the COVID is in your saliva, why don't they just swab the inside of your cheek? Right? And the lady doing the interview was like, You're right. Oh my God. Why do they? And the lady's like, because they get up there and that's how they shove it up in your, and they twist it around and they get up in there because they're actually giving you the virus. They're giving you the vaccine when you go for the test.
The virus, not the vaccine.
No, the vaccine. Oh, she was saying the vaccine. They was giving the vaccine.
Wait a minute.
To get the test. So
don't even tell me that. No, bro. Don't tell me that, bro. I told you that he shoved it farther than they normally do.
So listen. So what I said.
Oh my God, these
dudes. They love the conspiracy theory, son.
Yeah, they got the kid.
So
they got me.
My point being is
they got me, son.
Wait, my point being is.
Yo, when did you find this out?
Why did the person?
When did you find this out? You better not have found this.
This is today. This is an argument that I was having, and my barber was showing it to me, and I was like, "Yo, well, why she didn't ask a follow-up question? Because hold on, I know for a fact that when I'm sick, whether I'm sick or not, mucus lives here.
Yeah,
it don't live here. So I'm guaranteed if I'm gonna find COVID, I'm guaranteed to find it here, not necessarily here. So why didn't that person ask the doctor to explain that? He was like, I don't know. And I'm like, but I'm not asking you. I'm not actually asking you. I'm saying all these interviews always push a certain agenda, but nobody's asking the objective questions. And that's why I can't listen to none of it.
I get what you're saying, but
I'm
kind of upset because that right there fucked my night up, niggas. Oh, man. And remember I said that day, I said, yo, was he trying to inject me with the COVID?
I'm not feeding you into
maybe they was
shit.
trying to inject me with the vaccine and not the COVID.
Maybe, bro.
Round one. I'm part of stage one of the guinea pig stage.
I've been tested, so I probably got the vaccine.
Oh my
too.
God. Yo, I told you my stuff was bleeding.
Well, I wasn't bleeding or nothing like that. But see, I know
I'm round one of the guinea pig stage.
But I honestly, I felt like they didn't go up far enough. When they did, yeah, pause. But when he was up there, when he was doing the thing, I was like,
today you light skin.
It's not what I thought it was.
You high yellow. He don't want to give you the. He don't want to give you the vaccine. He looked at me and was like, "Yep."
I don't know.
I look darker than you.
Maybe it's because I got big nostrils. I don't know. Maybe that's the case. I don't know.
All right. So, did you see? Oh man, you pissed me off with that one. That fucked me up right there. Damn.
You see how they susceptible?
Yeah.
Like, yo, man. Listen,
stuff like
man.
that. Yeah. I told you something seemed weird about it.
Yeah, but just do your research, bro.
I'm hit already. I ain't do no research. You can hit me already.
I'm just saying, man. Y'all, everybody quick to just jump on that. I don't know.
Did you see the latest verses?
No.
E40 versus Too Short.
I refuse.
My man Too Short.
I refuse.
You refuse?
I refuse.
Who, you don't mess with the E-Fizzle? Or the Too Short?
E40.
Oh, my God.
No. Ain't no not the E40.
E40. That's my. Listen to this. Listen. Oh, listen. Vallejo. Yeah, my Oakland and
I like
Vallejo.
Too Short. I like
Listen.
Too Short, but I don't.
So I rock with E40 and Too Short. But listen to this.
Mm-hmm.
So I really could. They so old school to me
Mhm.
that the vibe wasn't there. But I was rocking for a little minute. I turned it on
Yeah,
for
I
a
knew
little
it was
second,
gonna
but
be
then I turned it off.
Yeah, I
Right.
knew it was gonna be terrible.
But I'll go back on after because I was like, this ain't my stuff.
Yeah.
They got a couple hits that I know. Too Short back in the day, but right now that ain't my vibe right
Yep.
now. But I respect the guys and their great work.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, I go back on there and see they got E40 up there. You guys might see this on social media. These little memes or these little videos going around.
Oh, I see.
E40 dances.
Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah, I seen
yo,
those. I seen
E40
those.
had like 1 million dances out there.
I seen a couple of them.
Yo, he was doing dances. I was like, that ain't never been a dance.
E40.
It was like your old Uncle Rennie and Uncle June.
He had a toothpick in his mouth.
Yeah, I don't know what he
Yeah,
had. He was doing like a whole bunch of
Oh man,
E40
nah,
doing every type of
I
old
ain't
cookout
really-
dance you could name.
that ain't my thing.
Yo,
E40 and I was like, yo,
I
that's
was
not gonna
hollering.
be good.
They set
That's
was
not
fly
gonna be good.
though.
Yeah,
They had like
the
2
best
6
set.
4. What?
They
By
had the
far,
best set ever.
The
that,
best
that,
set.
that I will agree
fly.
with. They,
But you know them OGs gonna come like that.
yeah,
They set
yeah.
by far was the flyers. The music wasn't. They ain't got no recent hits. That's part of the problem. If they'd have put out
They
some
don't got-
recent hits, they
don't-
might have.
They don't got enough hits.
They ain't got enough classic. They ain't got enough
Too
classic
Short-
universal
Too
hits. Let's
Short
say
got
this.
Too Short got plenty of joints.
Yeah.
E40 don't have them. Maybe
E40
for
got some
Oakland.
hits.
He's
He
still
got some
lo-
West Coast, but they
he's
West
still-
Coast hits.
Yeah, he's still local.
Yeah, they West Coast
He's
hits.
still
But he got
local.
some that crossed over, but not enough to your point. He ain't have
I
enough
can't
crossover
even
hits.
name one that he crossed over with.
What about
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, okay, I got it.
Exactly.
It's gonna come to me.
Nah, if you a fan of his, there's plenty of
what-
music.
you-
But
Show me when to go. Show me when to go. Show me when to go. That was E40 hit. Hold up, I'm gonna go somewhere different, right? So
yeah,
I seen this too. So this came out this week. Matter of fact, it might have been today.
right.
I think I posted on WhatsApp,
Okay.
or somebody else posted on our WhatsApp group.
Yeah.
They got a meme of the R&B singer Jaheim.
Oh yeah, I seen that shit.
With Jaheim like at 40, 48 or 46,
Not even
41 or something crazy age, in a picture of Too Short.
looking like an old man in a
Jaheim
third
looks
world
like
country.
he's somewhere like around. Didn't he look like around 70 or something?
in a 70 in a third world country.
And they got a picture
Living
Too
in
Short
a
looking
hut.
like a Too Short looking like a young ass. Too Short 51 and Too Short looking like no older than probably like 42.
Yep.
And they said, and the memes got up there with it's up like Jaheim, when you love these women, you love these
Yep,
hoes
yep,
are too
yep,
short.
yep.
When you say fuck these hoes.
Mm-hmm.
So where I want to go with that, it's funny because you got the two images of this guy
Yeah.
looking young, stress free.
What was his thing? What was Jaheim's thing?
Something about
A woman's. I'm gonna tell you.
I
right
love a woman. Yeah, pull it up.
now. I'm about to tell you.
So they had the two little pictures there. But in a nutshell, the way I looked at it is like this. What was it? You got it?
Yeah.
Pull it up. Y'all see that? What is it? 41 and 54. Good God.
Yeah.
And what it say?
One is put that woman first, and the other one is fuck that bitch.
You look different. So this is
All
where I
right.
want to go with that.
Yeah.
Stress. We talked last week about a happy space.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's an excellent picture. You know why?
What was that?
Because I don't stress shit. And people tell me all the time I be looking young as hell. And I think that's part of it. I truthfully think that if you do not really, if you make sure that stress doesn't consume you, I think you age better. Drink water too. But that's my thought. That's my theory.
Drink water.
Don't
exercise.
don't let shit
and-
stress you
and
to that
don't let
degree.
stuff stress you. I
Yeah.
think that I honestly agree with that.
Yeah.
I
fully
honestly
agree.
agree with that. I think stress will
Talk to me, Yoda.
shoot. I done seen
Let's-
plenty.
let's
I seen
talk-
people in my head. I seen
Let's talk to this
Yeah.
old guy. This
Yeah.
old looking guy. He always
Yeah.
looking. He like baby. Yo, you like balancing out stress and. Yo, look at this guy.
yeah,
yo.
he's balancing
You
the
ever see
force.
this dude is balancing the force.
He's
This is
balancing
what
the
a lot
force.
of. This is when you don't stress stuff, but you stress stuff at the same time.
Yeah,
you look
yeah,
like this
he-
dude.
He like, damn, you done put me in your armpit.
Baby
Like,
Yoda.
what's going
Yeah,
on?
what's good? Yeah, we gonna do a Baby Yoda song.
So,
Y'all see Yoda? Stand?
no, I think stress
Come
can
on,
always
Baby
be a
Yoda.
killer because stress causes all kind of problems with people. So, not now. Nah.
Baby Yoda. I posted something when I was firing you. You heard the Baby Yoda song?
No, you do.
Or something like
you let
baby.
me know
It's
when
like
you done, son.
it's like
You
what's
let
the name
me know
again?
when you
Grogu.
done. You know what?
What's
Look
his name?
at it.
Grogu.
Look at this. My sister calling me.
Grogu.
Yep. Hello.
Grogu. Tell me when to go. Tell me when to go. Tell me when to Grogu.
I don't know. I gotta look it
Grogu.
up. I don't know what's going on with that.
Grogu. Talk to them. This is the Baby Yoda song. This is the Baby Yoda song. Yeah, we gonna call this the Baby Yoda song. Grogu, talk to them. Make Baby Yoda be a battle rapper.
Maybe they beefing. Maybe they gonna do a Beanie and Bounty. Maybe they looking to do a versus. I don't know.
Yo, I can hit Bianca.
I got Lady Saw. I got Lady Saw all day. Over
What's going
Spice.
on?
Yeah, I'm.
Lady Saw all day.
Videotaping right now, doing another show. They probably could hear you, but
B, what's good?
See,
Wagwan B.
see.
Tell me when to go. Tell me when to go.
Yeah,
Tell me when to
Can
go.
you put the guitar away, please? Like,
Listen,
like,
E Fizzle.
you let me know when you done.
Oh, listen, listen. I got another topic. Right? We're gonna end the show on this note.
I got something else I want to ask you, but go ahead.
Okay. All right, so we'll let yours end. Oh, you got it right now?
No, yeah.
Huh?
It go back to this whole conspiracy theory thing.
All right, we'll let you go there. And I got a topic we're gonna end it at.
Facebook
Yes.
is upset with Apple because Apple is going to give you the option to opt in to whether or not Facebook can read your ads or know what you look up.
Oh, about goddamn time. Remember at one time Apple was controlling that because they didn't allow any data mining.
Google controls that too.
Correct. But what I'm saying is that Apple was making sure that you couldn't use their device. They weren't data mining any of your information, your content, or what you actually search.
So now what's happening is what will end up happening is
I'm for that, man.
Yeah, and Facebook is mad.
Ooh.
Facebook is pissed.
There's an app for that too.
They're pissed. So when you go on, when you're on your phone and you go into Google and you're going into Facebook and X, Y, and Z, and you might search something on Google or search something in Facebook, and now you see it everywhere. Wherever you go, though, you see all those ads and
that
stuff
is
like
data
that.
mining, you guys. That means
So,
that whatever you
they're
search,
like,
they're collecting your search
Facebook
patterns,
is
what you're
like-
looking at. They're sharing that information. You go on another platform.
But that's
why you're getting those ads.
But that's how they make their money.
Yeah.
So Facebook out here saying, "Oh, it's not gonna really hurt us. It's gonna hurt all the small businesses." And Apple's trying to hurt all the small businesses.
Ooh.
And Apple's like, "Listen, we're giving them a choice on whether they want that to happen or not."
I agree with that.
So the question for you,
listen, when it first happened, because they didn't always do it. When it started happening,
Well,
I was like,
here's
what
the
the
thing.
fuck?
Here's the thing. A lot of people, it sounds like something that you want to immediately opt out of, but a lot of people have never really experienced their internet without that data mining and don't know how much their internet experience, whether it's social media, whatever it is based on that data mining, and how it will look totally different when you opt out of that.
I disagree.
No, I'm not disagreeing. It's not a disagree thing. It's a fact thing. So I'm asking. I'm saying.
What are you saying when you say a lot of people don't know? Are you talking about new consumers or new young people? Because
you have to. We have to.
Because for a while it wasn't happening.
Well, here's the thing.
They weren't doing it for a while.
You think they weren't doing it for a while? They've been doing it for a long time.
Well, whether they've been collecting
17, 18 years they've been doing it.
Well, let's say this. If they have been doing it, they haven't been pushing. Wait, hold on 1 second. Apple hasn't been doing it that long because Apple was saying before that that's one thing they weren't doing. Google and Android was doing it for the longest. Apple was not. Their platform was not. They did not data mine or collect information and pass it on.
So my point being is your experience down to even your Google searches. Your Google,
yeah, they've been doing it.
Right, but on your device, your Google searches are no matter what you search for, it's still catered to you in a way, right? Same thing with your YouTube experience, same thing with your Facebook, same thing with Instagram, all of that stuff. Your experience on the internet, right, is based in part is curved for you based on how you move with it.
Yeah.
You take that out, Now, what does your experience look like?
So,
and you may not you may think that
I see which point you're getting at.
You may think you want to jump out of it, but not realizing how that's going to change your experience. So when you search something and you get a bunch of stuff that you like, why do you think when you go on Bing? So let me say this. You go on Bing and you search something,
I don't never go on Bing. I hate that application.
No, but I'm getting my point. Like, there's a reason why you hate it.
I hate it because I don't like the format of it. I hate how the damn thing moves, aesthetic. How I can't never find what I want.
Because because most people, when they go on there, they're not gonna find what they want because they don't have enough data. I search one thing and they put me up like a whole bunch of other stuff. I'll be like, yeah, they don't have enough data. They don't have enough data to give you the proper search results. That's my point.
So I agree with the option.
Yeah.
Will I disable it? I'm probably gonna say for me, I might not, because I search certain things.
Yeah.
And that data mining actually pushes other things to me.
Yeah.
That I wouldn't have seen if I didn't.
Right.
So things I'll be trying to figure out, damn, how do you do this? And I'm searching so much other stuff that eventually when those videos come across, I'm like, damn, this is good. Because I get a commercial and ad for something I was already related to something I searched before. So I see the benefit of it. I do see for some people, invasion of privacy. But this goes back to one of our old conversations we had years ago remember this is years ago, when Apple didn't have anything in the cloud. And I told you eventually when Android then was going, had different cloud things there, I told you eventually, yeah. And at that time you were saying Apple won't do it because they're not secure with the cloud. And I said, I think people are willing to take that risk with a little bit of data being in the cloud for the ease of use, to say I broke my device, I got a new one, and I can just download stuff.
We got to be more specific about what that conversation was about.
Okay, I'll tell you exactly what the conversation was about.
I remember that conversation being different.
Okay, I'll tell you exactly. The conversation was this. Apple, at this time, this is when I forgot what device I had, when the Android devices first were allowing you to upload all your stuff to the cloud. So if your iPhone, your Android Evo breaks, all you got to do is get a new one, and I can download all my stuff right back to my device. Apple wasn't doing this. You said part of the reason Apple's not secure with the cloud, and it's the hardware. And I said, but what if you lose the hardware? The cloud's not secure. And I said, I agree, because at that time, cloud wasn't the crazy secure thing. I said, and my argument was, I think people are willing to risk that little bit of insecurity or lack of security with the cloud with ease of use. And in time, that's what it evolved into. And in time, Apple went to the cloud as well.
Yeah, but I think it was another. I think there's a piece of that conversation.
Nah, ain't no piece of that conversation.
No, I'm gonna tell you why. Because because cloud at the time, cloud is not exclusive to anybody. Cloud just means you're uploading to a service.
And that's what we're talking about.
Right, but what were we talking about? Because at the time, everybody, celebrities, all kind of people, shit was being hacked from the cloud, right? So I can understand
exactly what we're talking about.
So I can understand how we were having a conversation where I was saying maybe Apple's not going to jump on that, right? They're not going to jump on that. Anything when it comes to Apple, until they can figure it out for themselves, they're not going to do it.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
Okay.
So that's what.
But I thought we were talking about some type of operating system or something to that effect being done through the cloud. No. Something being done through the cloud, which is why I was saying they can't even get the cloud right to upload little personal data because it keeps getting leaked. I don't think they would do. I forget what it was.
No, this is what we're talking about. We're talking about. No, the whole debate was the different features, the different things that Android phones had as features, and you were saying those are our thing was the thing we was labeling or identifying were things that weren't needed, and those are just features versus things that people really need. And that was one of the things there, because we started talking about the different things that Android devices can do.
But is that an Android feature, or was that something that Google was allowing phones to do?
That was, but it was, we were talking about Google versus, we're talking about Android phones, what Android phones can do, what you can do for Android devices versus what you couldn't do off Apple devices.
Okay.
So.
Here no there.
What the hell was we talking about?
Here no there. We were talking about how they no longer, Apple's giving you the choice.
Oh yeah, so back to that. So I agree that people should have the choice, but I know I'm probably going to keep it.
Yeah,
it works for me. It's a benefit for me in the long run.
Yeah, and that was the question, right? So that's what they're gonna do. You're gonna get a choice. Which one are you gonna do? I think.
Which one are you gonna do?
I think people who do it are gonna be like.
But I think you're onto something. I think once people jump out the window, be like, I'm opting out in that experience, and they start seeing you know what? Let me say, it's going to be certain people, because I think some people don't search enough and benefit and or understand that they're benefiting from the ads that they see, for them, they're not even going to be like, yeah. But they're not really deep down going to understand that.
But I also think it's a ploy. Apple's not stupid. Apple wants all the money. They want all the bread. So if they're trying to make their own search engine, they're trying to, you know what I'm saying?
Deeper conversation.
They know that 90% or 80% of the users on Facebook.
So they're going to do their own data mining.
That mobile users on Facebook have iPhones. 80%, right? You're using our information somehow or whatever
our
through our
hardware,
stuff, our hardware to make money off. You know what? We're about to cut this and make the experience bad, and then give them an alternative that's secure. You use Apple Pay, right? I use Apple Pay for just about everything.
I do it all the time.
And I sign in with Apple just for everything now.
Listen, and that's the one that I use. Even when I'm on my phone and I'm going online to purchase something, even if it doesn't automatically feed, I can just go click over, copy and paste my number, and easily,
I mean, logging. You know how like so we was talking about going for the PS5.
Yeah.
Right. Well,
your information already.
And I was telling you how I put my information in, but here's the funny thing: all my information was just is
already there.
It's masked by Apple.
Yeah. Like whenever I buy anything, is already. I go to Amazon, it already got everything there, and certain other websites I go to.
I sign in with Apple, and then they try and purchase it through Apple Pay, right?
Yes.
The only thing that's in there is my address. That's it. The way to deliver my stuff, but none of my credit card information, none of that.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm probably gonna go that direction as well.
But my point being is they're trying to grab it all.
Apple, Apple trying to monopolize the game too.
That's just my thought about it.
So I want to end here.
Yep.
Right. Recently, there's been something. Matter of fact, let's go back. If people, if you were paying attention to Donald Trump, probably in the summertime.
Yeah, you know,
beginning of spring.
Talking about martial law.
No, it doesn't shock me.
Talking about martial law. But go ahead.
We got to touch on that. But so
sending the military in there
to get this COVID vaccine shit.
No, for the votes.
To
redo the election and doing all that.
Okay, I ain't paying attention to that bullshit.
Listen to this. He gotta go.
Yeah, he got it. He going anyway.
I hope
listen, they got a picture of him and Santa Claus in that meme with him. Santa Claus talking about, I'm still your president.
I hope he fight. I hope he fight on his way out. I hope he refused to lose. I hope he refused to leave.
He is. This is going to be hilarious. I guarantee he's not going to
refuse to leave.
I think he is.
And I hope they remove his.
Listen, I think he is.
I hope they catch that shit on camera.
Oh yeah.
I hope they catch that shit on camera.
So listen to this. In the summer, it might have been the summer. Yeah. I definitely know it was last year, but I think it might have sparked back up in the summer or beginning of this year. With Donald Trump and his Star Wars program. No, listen to this new shit. Listen to this.
What was it? Space.
Yeah, that's
Space Force.
Space Force. That's what it is. Space Force.
Yep.
I seen this video on YouTube. These scientist guys talking about how Donald Trump, like other people in the government, are aware and have been in conversations with aliens. You saw that? And that's why he's talking about that Star Force or whatever stuff right there. And that there's a secret base.
What was that?
Underground base on Mars.
There was some scientists,
people there.
Some scientists who went over to Israel or something like that. Yeah. Why are all these dumb people moving to Israel?
Hold on.
All these conspiracy theories is coming out of Israel. A lot of the doctor that I told you about, she was in Israel. Like, all right, but go ahead.
So this.
I'm not saying like I don't know, whatever.
So this is my. I'm just thinking. Now, when I seen it, I was like, okay, you know what? If this was during Obama's administration, and they said this. No, listen. Listen. If this was during Obama's administration, and somebody said Obama knows about this stuff here, and Obama had this whole big Space Force thing coming at. Oh, maybe that's something. I do believe there's other beings out there. Us having communication with them and all that stuff here. To me, I don't even see to me, it's like if they're that superior that they can come here and they can do all this stuff. Okay. They ain't just coming to you individual. Oh, you are the government. We're talking to you first. They don't give a fuck about you goddamn backwards government people.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Okay. 9 times they're going to come down and say, take me to your leader, whoever you are. Show me your leader. We don't know exactly. We don't know. Oh, you got to go to the White House. Why? We looked it up on Google. And you got to go there first. So all that nonsense ain't happening. But This is what I'm saying. This is why, to me, it's bullshit, or it seems to be. Donald Trump, out of all people, you ain't no way you telling me if that motherfucker there knew about some aliens, he would be saying that 24/7 on TV. Let me know if y'all thought if there were aliens out here. And I'll say this: if we were the United States and the government and different countries in communication with these aliens, do you think Donald Trump, knowing if he knew, would keep his mouth shut? Come on, son.
Yeah, I don't see why he wouldn't. I don't see.
Yeah, who you been watching on TV?
I don't see why he wouldn't.
Are you out of your mind?
Because all he talks about is himself. He don't talk about.
He's going to be. I'm
else.
the first president that spoke to aliens. That's the first thing he'll say. I'm the first president that spoke to aliens.
He doesn't talk about anything but himself. Think about this.
He telling you that he's the first president to talk to aliens.
All right, maybe.
You don't think he ain't gonna jump out there on that one?
No, because I think he knows that people think he's crazy.
You think he care about people? People think he's crazy no matter what.
He don't. Right now, he don't think. Nah, you crazy. I don't. Nope. I don't. Nope. I don't think he would say a word.
Let us know what your thoughts are.
I don't think he would say a word.
Would Donald Trump let us know if he's talking to aliens?
Nope. I think the first thing he would do.
Is Donald Trump an alien?
I think maybe.
Nah, aliens too smart for that.
I think what he would do is he would shut up about it and try and make moves to make money off of it. That's what I think.
Nah.
That's it.
Then we'll see those moves. As soon as he heard, he'd be like, "New Apprentice with aliens."
Why would you
coming.
see those? Maybe you did see those moves.
What?
Maybe you did. He disbanded the COVID, not the COVID, but the infectious disease, what's it name, right? He had stock in one of those companies who was trying to make one of the vaccines. You don't know what kind of stock he owns in all these companies and stuff like that. What if that's the case?
What the hell they got to do with the aliens?
Maybe he knows something we don't. That's what you just said, right?
Wait, no, think about what you said. Maybe he knows something we don't know.
Think about what you just said. You're talking about Donald Trump and aliens. So I'm going down this dumbass rabbit hole with you, right? So I'm going down this rabbit hole with you.
But you think
right? You also think that COVID-19 has something to do with the 5G network, right?
No, so, I said the jury's still out.
Okay, all right, right? So all of that just came out of China somewhere. The only place,
that's what they tell you.
I can't even.
That's what they tell you.
I tried to go down this rabbit hole with you. I can't. I'm sorry. I can't do it.
Hey, you guys. All Shapes and Sizes podcast. Share with a friend. Tell another friend. Tell an alien. Whoever you're gonna tell.
You seen Tenet yet?
Who?
Tenet.
With Denzel son?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You saw it?
Yes.
Okay.
What's your thoughts?
I thought the movie was great.
I'll
explain it to you.
Let me tell you. This is what I thought. I thought it was.
Confusing.
Let me say, no, it wasn't confusing to me. I think the catch on to what was going on story part, I loved the way it was. I thought it was a movie to me that could have been up there with
Matrix,
possibly something like that, but wasn't. I felt when I seen it when the trailers came, I was like, yo, this movie about to be the next, but.
Where did it lose you?
It didn't lose me anywhere. I just think the story.
I'm not talking about in
regards to being that good,
like, yo,
being that crazy. I want to say when I understood. Remember he was going backwards when they had to. Let's say they were on the two different sides of the walls, and they had to save her. They had to bring her back on the other side. When the story didn't get more crazy and elaborate after that, confusing. Like me, I told you, I'm a plot-driven story. I figure out stories too fast. I've always done this. People hate watching movies with me because I'm always like, yep, bing, 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 or this and third here. The movies that interest me the most, the plot switches, stuff switches in the middle. Even when you think you got it, something else come out, and I'm always like, oh shit. Those are the movies that I gravitate towards. It had me going until it got to the point where I was like, I knew the rest of the movie.
Okay.
And it didn't really flip too crazy for me in no crazy way to the point where it kind of was like, yeah, I saw the rest of this happening. It still was good and entertaining, but it wasn't, like I told you, I thought it was more of a crazy type of next level movie, which this was going to be the shit everywhere, that like this going to be the best movie out everybody's going to be talking about, and it didn't do it to me.
So
it was great though. I'm not knocking the movie. Excellent movie. It just didn't. I thought more of it than it actually was.
So
by the previews. The previews just was so crazy.
So did you realize that you saw the end of the movie in the beginning?
Yes.
When did you realize that?
I realized it a little bit after the part where they was between the two walls. That's when I kind of knew what was everything that was going on at that point.
No, I mean, you actually saw the beginning. You saw the end in the beginning. There were scenes.
Yeah.
There were
scenes at the very beginning of the movie that were the end of the movie.
There's scenes, multiple scenes in the first, I would say, 30, 40 minutes of the movie.
Yes.
That you think are part of the beginning of the movie, but they're
correct, but they're part of the end. Yeah.
Give me a scene.
All right, this one I think. Let me say, because I seen it when it first came out.
Yeah.
Let me remember. I just gotta remember how to begin the movie. I think the car scene. That was at the beginning of the movie.
What car scene?
On the highway.
What I mean by there were scenes, there are small clips in the movie that you think are a part of the plot moving forward, but it's not. When you get to the end, all right, so the first time he sees the wife is not...
Let me see here. The wife, let me remember.
When was the first time he saw the wife?
I'm trying to remember who the wife.
The wife, the tall blonde chick.
I gotta watch the movie again.
The same one that you said they had to take through the other side. That chick. When did you first see her in the movie?
Can't remember. I gotta watch the movie again. I can't remember.
After he goes to see the white guy in the restaurant, and he gives him the bag and he gives him the credit card, told him that the Brooks Brothers suit ain't gonna cut it. Remember, he gave him a bag with the painting. Are we talking about the same movie?
Yeah, I'm talking about with Denzel's son.
Yeah,
and
when he goes
in stuff in reverse, and when he fighting himself, and and going backwards, fighting himself and all that stuff, and he's actually him doing that. So when he got into that confrontation and pushed himself out, that was all structured and whatever. But I can't remember.
You peeping all the action.
No. I'm just saying. I'm telling you the movie. I'm just telling you. I'm talking about this. We talking about the same movie.
So that piece right there, when he was talking to the old guy, the sir whoever, remember, he was giving him the bag. He gave him the bag of the artwork. Mm-hmm. He gives him the bag of the artwork, and he gives him the black card. I gotta watch this movie again because I don't remember. Right, go watch it again. He gives him the black card, and he tells him that the Brooks Brothers suit ain't gonna cut it. He was like, "Yeah, I thought we was on a budget." He was like, "Well, here, take this, and I could recommend a." And he was like, "Yo, you're not the what do you say?" He's like, "You, Britain doesn't have the monopoly on snobbery," and he was like, "No, we don't, but we have a controlling interest." Blah blah blah. Yeah. Blah, right. After that, he goes to see the woman because the wife, is an art dealer. She knows how to appraise the artwork. Okay, yeah. He uses that as an in. Right before that, he watches her, and he's watching her go visit her son at the school. Mm-hmm. That little scene right there, that's like 15 seconds.
Oh, that's the end of the movie.
That's the end of the movie. That's
Oh, I remember that part. Yes, I forgot. Yeah, I remember that part.
That's the end of the movie.
I remember that part, and that's when.
But there's multiple scenes like that in the movie.
Okay, so I remember that part. So I caught on to that
at the end. You can only catch on.
Yeah. I caught on to that
because that seems like he's
I caught on to that at the end. That's what. When they were showing it before, he was already where he was at.
But what I'm saying is if you pay attention, there's multiple scenes like that in the movie.
Yeah, I remember that. I think there's a lot of scenes that kind of like they slice through the movie that you seen at the end that were really fragments through the movie.
Right, but when you saw it originally, you just thought it was a part of the flow. So when he was out there watching her, you thought he was staking her out before he actually met her. But he wasn't staking her out. He's actually protecting her at that point. Correct. Because we're seeing the future him. Correct. Not the old him.
Correct. Not so the movie was definitely clever. Love every bit of it. But to me, it just wasn't. I loved it. It wasn't. Like I said, I enjoyed the movie. It was great. To me, it was.
I think they could have done more with the tenant and the gesture. I think they could have did more with that. That was I thought that was gonna be so dope throughout the movie.
Yeah, I just
The tenant.
Yeah, the reverse.
No, the tenant and the gesture.
What's that?
See, you gotta watch.
Wait, hold on.
Again.
What's that?
You gotta watch
I ain't
it.
seen it in a minute. I'm gonna go watch it again. Matter of fact,
that
I ain't
movie
seen it.
just came out.
No, it did.
Came out like last week. Yes, it did.
Hell, Tenet.
Tenant.
Yo,
Well, you
are you
watched
out of
it.
your mind?
Okay.
You really said last week?
Okay.
Yo,
You watch it on your Fire Stick.
yeah.
Okay, so like I
But
said,
not long
like,
ago. I
I-
watched
like,
it
like-
months ago.
Like I said, the movie just came out
Yeah.
recently. I know what I'm
Hey.
talking about. Yeah.
For those,
You watch the
for
movie, you watching
anybody, for
bootleg
any
versions
authority,
talking
for any
about, yo,
authority.
that
No,
movie
my
came
shit,
out
my
like
shit was
that.
4K. My shit
I-
perfect condition.
Yeah, just because
Oh,
it's in good condition doesn't mean it ain't bootleg.
It was excellent. There, you guys, once again, All Shapes and Sizes
Yeah,
podcast,
like, comment, and subscribe,
and
man.
share.
Yeah, tell a friend
Listen,
to tell a friend.
we want to hit some numbers. I ain't even gonna say, but we want to hit some numbers.
Yeah, man.
So tell a friend to tell a friend to tell somebody else.
We got giveaways. We got giveaways at
That's what
100.
we gonna do.
Giveaways at 100 subscribers.
There we
got
go.
giveaways at 500 subscribers.
There we go.
Like, yo, look out.
Matter of fact, we're gonna do a giveaway. Matter of fact, we can do a cash giveaway.
Yeah.
Once we hit 100 subscribers,
we cash out.
and
We'll cash
we
out.
need 100 subscribers, and we need like 500 views on one episode. And we gonna get
500,000.
no, just we gonna
Just
get
500?
no, with 500.
Okay.
Once we get 500 views on one of these episodes, just one episode. We got a couple hundreds on this one, couple hundred. We want 500 on one episode in a week,
We giving
and
out.
we're gonna give away some money.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do, you guys. Once again, hey, we're giving out some money. We're gonna push it out there on social media. So we're gonna hit these numbers. Y'all get that bag, we get that bag. Holla.
All right, y'all. Peace.
We out. We rocking now, baby.